My name is Keith Brown, and I'm very much interested in learning about video production in hopes that one day, with a crew, I could produce a cooking show starring Douglas residents.
This is Stonewall Farm, and we're gonna take you for a little tour. Over here we got the apple orchard. Now this bird cage right here, aka the ghetto. There's Joe Dirt. Guest house. It's Keith's secret garden right here. Back to Crystal. That pretty girl.
Hello, my name is Bruce Dykstra. I am taking the course here at the Douglas Cable Access so that I can understand how to not only edit filming, but also how to shoot filming with appropriate angles, different kind of lighting, even talking about the green screen ideas. So that's why I'm taking it.
Hello everybody, how's everybody doing? You guys come here often? This is so much fun hanging out together. Do you know who I'm playing today? I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. So fun hanging out. Hey, pick me, I wanna go in. Pick me, pick me. Hey, pick me, I wanna play, I wanna play. Wow. Does anybody know who she is? She's beautiful. What's your name? Kyra. That's so beautiful. Is that Asian? My name is Batty. I'm from America. You have such beautiful red. Alright, yay, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in. Oh, ow, 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 ow. What is this? Ow. Ouch. Oh, yahoo. This is fun. This is great. Oh, fun. Yay. Ow. Whoa. Ouch. Ow. Hey. Ouch. Ouch. Oh no, he went. Ow. The life of a volleyball. Oh, ouch. Oh, this is. Ow. 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 Hey, good game, everybody. Did everybody have fun today? This is great. Well done out there. You guys did a great job. Anyone sore? Anyone need any leather softener? Oh, today was a good day. This is a tough day, but a good day. Oh, this was so much fun. Ow! Hey! What's happening? Where am I going? Oh, not in here. Oh, no. This isn't good. No, not in here, please. Please, somebody help me. Somebody help me. Oh, don't turn off the lights. Don't forget me. Don't leave me. Oh, no. Oh.
I'm Mitch Magoffin, and I attend the River Church here in town and like to learn how to create a quality video so I can perhaps broadcast the church service over the cable station.
Hi, I'm Eric Magoffin. I'm interested in learning more in-depth video editing and production skills, mainly for school reasons and educational reasons.
According to John Aubrey, cribbage originated in England and was created by the English poet Sir John Suckling in the early 17th century. Traditionally, it is a two-player game, but can be played with 3 or 4. The object of the game is to be the first player to score a target number of points, either 61 or 121. Points are scored for card combinations that add up to 15 for pairs, triples, quadruples, runs, and flushes. Cribbage holds a special place among the American submariners, serving as an official pastime. The wardroom of the oldest submarine in the fleet carries Rear Admiral Dick O'Kane's personal cribbage board, and upon decommissioning, it is transferred to the next oldest boat. Cribbage has several distinctive features. The cribbage board, used for keeping, the crib, which is a separate hand counted for the dealer, and it has 2 distinct scoring stages, one called the play and the other the show. And it also has a unique scoring system, including points for groups of cards that total 15. Points are recorded by pegging along the crib board. 2 pegs are used in a leapfrog fashion, so that if a player loses track during the count, 1 peg still marks the previous score. Some boards have a game counter with additional holes for use with a 3rd peg to count the number of games won by each player. Before we begin playing, Let's review some sample card combinations and the resulting points. A 5, along with a 10 or any face card, is a simple 15. Other example 15-point combinations are the 7 and 8, the 6 and the 9, the 2, 3, and the 10, or a card instead of the 10, and the ace, 4, and king. Here we have a 4-card run consisting of a 6, 7, 8, 9. The run is worth 4 points. Also note that the run contains 2 15s, the 6 and the 9, and the 7 and the 8. Each 15 is 2 points, so there is now a total additional 4 points. So the 4-point run plus the 2 15s makes this run worth a total of 8 points. Next we have a flush, which is 4 cards of the same suit. This flush is worth 4 points. In addition, we have 1 15, the 5 and king combination. That makes a total of 6 points per hand, 4 points for the flush and 2 points for the 15. To determine the dealer, each player cuts the deck with the lowest card dealing first. The player on the left, Queen of Spades. Player on the right cuts, and it's a 2 of clubs. Once the dealer is determined, the non-dealer cuts the deck.
Non-dealer cuts the cards.
In a 2-player game, each player is dealt 6 cards. With 3 or 4 players, each player receives 5 cards, with the difference being in the 3-player game, a card from the deck is placed in the crib. In a 3 and 4-player game, each player places 1 card in the crib from their hand. Each player then selects 2 cards to place in the crib. This places a total of 4 cards in the crib, and each player has 4 cards remaining in their hand.
Alright, so for this hand, I think I'm going to get rid of the 7 of clubs and the 9 of spades. I'm going to keep my 2, 3, and 10 and queen to give me 2 15s with this 5. And I'll also hope for maybe a ace or a 4. That'll give me a run of 3. That's probably my best option, and that's probably what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put these in the crib. I will keep this as my hand.
After each player has placed their cards in the crib, the starter card on top of the deck is turned over. That card is considered to be part of each player's hand. We'll now show you how a typical hand is played. The non-dealer goes first. If there's multiple players, the player to the left of the dealer starts. 7,
Queen,
which is 10 for 17. King for 27.
3 for 30.
I don't have a card that I can play without going over the total of 31, so I say go.
I do not have a card that I can play without going over 31 either, so I will take my go point.
As Eric had the last card of that hand, it's played, he gets 1 point, and it's also called the go point because I couldn't play. Since Eric had the go point, I now have to start the next round of play. 6,
10
for 16. 5 makes 21.
and 2 makes 23.
I'm out of cards. Eric is out of cards. He played the last card, so he gets another point. We now count the points on our hands. The non-dealer goes first. I have a run of 3, a 5, 6, and 7. I also have a 15 with the king and the 5. And also a 15 with the 6 and the starter card, the 9. So I have 3 points, an additional 2 points for a total of 5, and another addition of 2 points, make 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I count next as I'm the dealer. I have 2 15s with the 2 and the 3 and a 10, and then the 2 and the 3 with the queen. With the 9, the starter card 9, it does not help me whatsoever. So I have a total of 4 points in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now the purpose of the pegging, as you'll see, is a way to keep track of your points, and the peg that's farthest down the track, you move the one behind that each time as you move ahead.
Next I'm going to count my crib, because I was the dealer. I have a 9 and the starter card is a 9, so that will give me a pair. And that is all I have for points in this hand.
Yes, afraid so. So you got an additional 2 points for the pair.
2. Ooh.
And now it'll be my turn to deal the next hand.
And play continues. Let's look at the point total of one more hand.
The non-dealer counts their points first.
I have 2 7s and 8 for 2 15s and 8 and 7 and 8 and 7. And I also have the 3 and the 5 together make an 8. So I have 2 15s with the 7s again. And I also have a pair of 7s. So that equals 4 15s and 1 pair for a total of 10.
10 points.
10 points. I will move my pegs 10 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, I'm going to count my hand first. I have what's called a double run. As you'll see, I have 2 9s, a 10, and a jack. So the 9, 10, and jack, that's a 3-point run. And then the other 9, 10, and a jack, that's another 3-point run for 6 points. And then the pair is 2 points. So double runs are always 8 points. They're called double runs because you have 2 short runs and a pair. So there's 8 points there. Now, in addition, you see the starter card is a 5. I have a jack, that's a 15 for 2, and a 10, also a 15 for 2. So I have 8 points from the double run, an additional 4 points for the 2 15s, which is a total of 12. So I will move my rear peg 12 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then, since I was a dealer and I had the crib, I have here, I have a run of 3, the ace, 2, 3, for 3 points. So in a run you get the number of points based on how many cards are in the run, minimum of 3. And do I have any additional points there? It does Does not look like it. Does the 5 help me? 5 with a 6 is 11, but then I would need a combination of 4. Oh yes, I do have an ace and a 3. So there's 3, ace, and 6. That's 10 points plus the 5. That would be a 15 for 2 points. Do we see any others? No, I don't believe so.
I believe those are all the points.
So I have a run of 3 for 3 points and 115 for 2 more points, a total of 5. I'll move my back peg. 5.
Play continues until one player reaches 121 points. One item that I failed to mention was if the starter card turns up as a jack, it's referred to as his heels, and the dealer pegs 2 points. Also, if either player has a jack of the same suit as the starter card, when it comes time to count the points in your hand, you are awarded 1 point for that, and it's known as his knobs. Cribbage boards come in a variety of shapes and sizes and materials. The popular style is the 29 board, which is the maximum number of points that can be scored in a cribbage hand. Many boards provide storage space for the cards and the pegs. This one here is a chest type board. There's another that has a slide top. As you slide it open, you can store the cards inside. The next one here is a landscape board commemorating the Oregon Trail. And finally, many boards are made with logos of sports teams. Here's a military board or other type of hobbies. Finally, if you're unable to find a friend with which to play cribbage, there are online sites where you can play against others or the computer to practice your skills. The simple search of the internet will help you locate those. So, why not give cribbage a try? I think you'll soon find that this unique game is an enjoyable way to spend an afternoon with friends or family. For me, it was a total new learning experience, and I enjoy learning new things. I knew nothing at all about movie making, so some of the clips and videos we saw in the class were educational from that standpoint. I even find myself now when I'm watching a TV show, sometimes thinking about some of the things we learned and saw in some of the classes, so that's been interesting.
Right, yeah, for me, I didn't really know a lot of the technical terms, so I knew kind of the general idea of some of the stuff, but like you said, a lot of the technical terms that we kind of learned in the beginning videos, I never had heard those before, so that was entertaining. And those kind of help when you're, I guess, making. I never really thought about that because I've made videos before, but I had never really considered that aspect when I was making them. And I think that really helped the most, probably for me.
The first thing that I tried to do is hand write out a script and think about, the process, the sequence, and how we wanted to accomplish different, aspects of the video. And with in mind some of the things we learned in the class. The big thing that I learned in all the shooting that we did is we probably shot like way more video than we needed. And I also learned in the process as I was trying to put it together into a video with all the editing and everything that sometimes things don't work the way I thought they would or look the way I thought they would when I'm actually making the video. So then you might have to go back and redo something. So from that aspect, it was educational. We used a movie maker, so I'd never used that before, ever. So that was a learning experience for me too, and that was, that was interesting.
Yeah, I've used Movie Maker before, so you actually did most, if not all, of the editing, I want to say. The main thing I had never used really before was the actual lighting, the lighting kit that we had. I had never really messed with that kind of aspect of it before. I always just, you know, what you shot was what you got. You couldn't really mess with the light. And probably another aspect was you did a lot of the voiceover, which I thought that was pretty. We hadn't done that before. I don't know if I've done that before. And that was, I think that made it a lot better than the just the recorded sound quality. The voiceover made it much better in my opinion. And I think that I would do that again probably if we had the chance.
And I mean, and I would say I thought the equipment was great. The cameras were good. The lighting was good that we used, and so it was all good.
Yeah, I think for me, I think it just kind of helped me maybe learn a few new tools that I might use in the future. Like I said, the voiceover or using the lighting maybe. I might have to use that later on because that was pretty helpful. And I had never really done like I want to say like an instructional video. I've always done like videos that are more of a story or some sort of other purpose, but not really teaching anyone how to do anything. So I think that was interesting because you don't realize when you're teaching someone how to do something, like, you know, you take for granted what you already know, and you don't realize that, you know, someone who has never played cribbage before or played just any game, there's all the little things that you don't realize you know that they might not know, and you have to cover those in a video. So I think that attention to detail, maybe I want to say, was pretty important. And I think that was another thing I learned.
And trying to make it interesting and not really just
Right.
like dull watching people play a card game. So that's where I came up with the idea of inserting some of those kind of images at the beginning related to cribbage, and then did some other techniques, like we did a fast forward section in the middle so someone wouldn't have to watch a long card hand being played, and kind of fast forwarded it through that.
So you sped up the footage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that idea kind of struck me as, like, you know, that this way
Makes it more fresh and entertaining.
and keeps a person's attention, I think, better.
Now, was there anything that happened while you guys were shooting, or you know, working on the video? Was there anything in the production that surprised you as far as like a negative impact? Something that happened that you said, "Oh, that's not the right way to do that," or that's.
Well, we did find exactly something, again, we saw in the class where the two shots that we had, something was out of position, like it was backwards. So like the shot continuity, it was right before the like, I think the cribbage board maybe was like on one side, and then when we were doing a shot to kind of like show from the other player's view, it should have been on the opposite side, but it wasn't. And then actually I caught that and I redid it, fixed it later.
So you guys fixed the continuity. That's great. That,
but
it was noticeable, I guess,
Yeah.
when you pick it up. You might not notice it if you didn't watch the earlier videos that we learned about, but once you've watched those and you know that kind of stuff, you pick up on, you know, those kind of details that you wouldn't think you would. But
yeah, there was that one shot where we were showing the cut card, and the first time I'd done it, when we did it originally, my card was not in view of the camera.
Oh, yeah.
So then I had to go back and kind of like redo it, and you could tell it was kind of, you know, pieced together. But,
right.
But
there's the one time I was counting my cards that they weren't in view.
And I kept trying to get you.
I didn't realize it, I guess.
But we were
tiny mistakes.
It was too late on some of that.
Yeah, and I mean, half the time that's why a production would have a director or someone
Right.
who's overviewing.
Actually behind the camera.
Yeah, they're not involved in it, so they're just watching, so they can say, "Yep, your things aren't in camera." You know, to do everything yourself like that, it's a lot. You know, but I thought for the amount of details that you need to cover, I think you guys covered them. You know, there's probably a couple of things that you'd watch on it that you're like, "Oh, I wish we could do that again."
Yeah. But it was fun.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. Just a good job. I thought it looked really. And what I was going to say is, for the first time too, that's a lot of different things that you went into. You went into a narration. You went into a reenactment. You went into like some of the narration was done on site, some of it was done off camera. You did a lot of credits while things were rolling, so there was a lot of different elements, I think, that are found usually in like a deeper, if you've done it more. So, I would definitely say if it intrigues you to do video stuff, then I would certainly keep trying, because you took on a lot with this video. You took on a lot of different elements that aren't exactly all first timer type of elements. But I thought it was a solid video. I liked it.
Thanks.